Gruau La Rose, second growth in Saint-Julien. We just went through several second wines, the Sargé de Gruau La Rose, and we ended with the 2009 vintage, which we are now tasting en Primeur Week in Bordeaux. Very nice vintage. I think the Gruau La Rose has done a nice job. It's got good sap, it's got good glycerin, but also nice tannic structure, nice finish at the end. And as you will see, David Launay and I went through Germany, and we did a lot of other vintages of Gruau La Rose just last week. So enjoy the next clip with those scenes. Thank you. Launay, David Launay, General Manager of Gruau La Rose. Here we are.
Me.
It's you. And we're in Dusseldorf, just one day before ProWein, one of the biggest wine fairs in the world in Germany. Tell us what we're going to drink tonight. We've got, how many bottles do we have?
We have, if I'm counting well, we have 7 vintages of Gruau La Rose. You're going to dive into the history and into the universe of Gruau La Rose through this event. And starting with the 1975, continuing with some 80s, following some 90s, and then finishing by some the new generation of Gruau La Rose with the 2000 and the 2007. And the 2007 is really, I'm very proud of it, because even despite the vintage was not so good, we really managed, I think, to produce one of the greatest Gruau La Rose, actually, in terms of precision, in terms of elegance. The arrival of Eric Boissonneau as our wine consultant is maybe part of the success of the 07, but actually it's a teamwork. So everybody has worked so well, and then we at the end we have this great result.
Fantastic. And we also had some other wines, and we were going through Germany a little bit earlier. You were in Hamburg last night. We also had what? We had last night we had a 1996 and an 83 as well.
1996, 1983, which are for me some of my favorite vintages. 1983 is even for me as a personal taste. After you have this kind of you can read and you can have these journalist critics putting the 82 much above the 1983, but personally actually I prefer the elegance and the classical style of 83, and you have such a purity on the wine. It's just lovely wines, and it's perfect to drink, and it's more than half of the price of the 1982.
That's very important.
So
price, quality,
quality and price. Then you have a great pleasure at the end. And 96
is beautiful.
96, it's a pure expression of a super ripe Cabernet Sauvignon, but you have this great sweetness, but also the elegance. You have maybe 1 or 2 vintage like that per decade.
Right.
So and we are fortunate. We were fortunate to have the 96 yesterday.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. So this is 1975 Gruau La Rose. In Magnum. We are in Dusseldorf. We're going to have a massive vertical tasting of Gruau La Rose just before ProWein starts at Wine Live, a really fine wine boutique, and a great dinner tonight. We've got 7 vintages, don't we, David?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
A real vertical.
And you just opened. You opened in 1986, right?
Yeah, we opened the 1975 Gruau La Rose.
Yeah.
And I'm just starting to check the 1986.
Okay, well. Great. And that's Othmane Khairat, yes? You're the co-owner of this establishment. I think it's really wonderful that we'll have these wines here tonight with the fine menu. You were thinking of doing younger wines before older, because that's traditional, yeah?
Yes, that was traditional, and so we did last year all together with Anthony Baton. It was very grateful. But tonight or today we will try something else.
Yes. Well, why do we do the younger vintages first, David? What's the back? Why is the reason of that?
It's just because you have some old wines, and the structure of these old wines are because they are old, so it's a little bit it's more subtle and more delicate wine than the youngest. So if you really want to have the if you really want to appreciate the wine, it won't be fair for these old wines to be at the end, because the guests are going to try some full-bodied vintages of Gruau la Rose with lots of tannin, sweetness, and then you have this very delicate, subtle wine. So at the end, your palate is completely overwhelmed by the others. So just to respect an old wine, but the best is to probably for me to serve them at the beginning.
Excellent, excellent. Wow, great. Thank you. So here we are. We're trying the 1986 Gruau la Rose, which some of the tasters at this table have said is like a staircase with small steps, very complex. You have to take your time to go up that staircase, but once you get up that staircase, it's so bloody good, yes? 86. Bloody good. It's bloody good. 86. It's like Led Zeppelin, you know, when the levee breaks, it's like a really strong song. I mean, we had the 89, which is really nice. It's kind of like Stairway to Heaven, which is a beautiful song, but When the Levee Breaks is really powerful and serious, and that's what the 86 is. This thing is going to last 50 years. It's a 50-year wine, but I'm drinking it now because it's very good. Thank you. Here in Germany, for Pro Wine, it's so wonderful to share it. All these people just show them.
Und Kraft. Wenn wir das Bier, ich sage immer, eigentlich 1953, 54 Mercedes SL. Stark und leicht. SL heißt ja stark und leicht. Und das ist eigentlich das Konzept.
So yeah, so we're having the 82. I actually find it a little bit tight. It's not really giving itself. It's slightly cold. It came from the cellar, so it's a little bit cold. Give it some time, it'll open up. But yeah, warm it up. Warm it up. Because all of the ones, you need to warm them up a little bit. With the 83, the 83 is already giving itself. It's a beautiful one. I think of the 83, the 82, I don't know if one's better than the other, but perhaps the 82 will last longer, but the 83 right now to drink is fabulous. So this is Jean Merlot with a 1962. 1962 Double Magnum? Double Magnum. At Gruau la Rose. Thank you very much. Voilà. Oh, excuse-moi. Excuse-moi.
C'est beau les médias, quoi. Hein. Vous avez soif, c'est pas mal.
On a soif.
Ok.
Allez-y.
Fini. Très bien.
Monsieur.
J'ai changé une voiture contre un petit verre.
Ah mais c'est pas mal.
Attends, on va s'entendre quand même.
52, hein.
Oui, oui, dans lequel il y avait 10 bouteilles à peu près.
D'accord, très bien. Merci beaucoup.
Oh, c'est beau, hein, la couleur.
Tu t'es pas mouillé?
Non, oui.
Merci.